You're probably scrolling through a dozen smart gym ads right now, wondering which one will actually stick around the house without turning your living room into a circus of cables and confusing apps. You want something that feels reliable enough to use every morning, easy enough that you don't have to read a manual every time you pick it up, and worth the money so you don't end up paying for a feature you'll never use. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. That hesitation I feel is the same one that keeps a lot of us from committing to a home gym setup. We've all heard the hype about AI-driven fitness, but the real question is whether those promises translate into a workout that actually fits into a hectic schedule and a modest space. The AEKE One Smart Home Gym System, bundled with the B1 Workout Towel, lands right in the middle of that debate. It's marketed as a compact, AI-guided solution that can replace a whole rack of equipment, yet the proof is in how it behaves after you plug it in and start moving. First off, the biggest draw for me was the AI-powered precision claim. The system uses sensors built into the resistance arms to track the range of motion and force you apply on each rep. In practice, that means when you do a squat, the app gives you a quick readout: you went 5 centimeters too shallow, try extending a bit more. For a beginner who's still figuring out proper form, that kind of instant feedback is actually useful. I tried a 20-minute full-body circuit consisting of squats, rows, and overhead presses, and the AI coach nudged me to adjust my grip on the rows because I was leaning too far back. It felt like having a personal trainer whispering in your ear, without the extra cost of a monthly subscription. Now, the AI coach for continuous fitness growth is more than a buzzword if you like data. After each session, the companion app logs your reps, sets, and the estimated effort level, then suggests a progressive load for the next workout. I was skeptical about the tailored resistance because the machine only offers a limited set of resistance bands that you swap out manually. What I found was that the app's suggestions are realistic up to a point. If you're a complete beginner, it'll keep you in a comfortable zone. But once you start pushing past 1,520 kilograms on the resistance bands, the system hits a ceiling because you can't fine-tune the load beyond the band set that comes with the kit. So if you're aiming to deadlift 50 kilograms or more, this isn't the platform that will grow with you. The compact, portable promise holds up pretty well. The whole unit folds down to roughly the size of a large suitcase, and the bands and handles slot into a carrying case that fits under a bed. I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, and the K1 takes up less space than a treadmill. Setting it up took about 5 minutes. Unzip the case, attach the resistance arms, snap the base onto the floor mat, and fire up the app. The biggest hidden trade-off here is stability. Because the base relies on a rubber pad rather than a heavy frame, you'll feel a little wobble if you do explosive movements like kettlebell swings or high-intensity interval bursts. For controlled strength work it's fine, but it's not a substitute for a solid squat rack if you're training for powerlifting. Who should buy this? If you're a busy professional, a parent juggling kids, or anyone with limited square footage who wants a decent variety of strength moves without buying a whole set of dumbbells, the K1 makes sense. It gives you a full-body routine: squats, presses, rows, and even core work without needing separate machines. The AI feedback helps keep you safe, which is a big plus if you don't have a spotter. The included B1 Workout Towel is a nice, absorbent add-in for sweaty sessions, though it's really just a bonus rather than a decision factor. Who should skip it? If you're a serious lifter who wants incremental weight adjustments, heavy plates, or a barbell setup that can handle 100 kilograms plus, you'll outgrow the resistance bands quickly. Also, if you're not comfortable relying on a smartphone for every rep because the system won't run without the app, you might find the constant connectivity requirement a nuisance. The app occasionally lags when my Wi-Fi is spotty, and the AI prompts can feel a bit repetitive after a few weeks. That's not a deal breaker for most, but it's worth noting if you're after a completely offline experience. Let's talk about practicality. I used the K1 for 3 weeks straight, doing a 30-minute routine each morning before work. The AI coach kept the workouts varied. One day it suggested a push-pull circuit, another day a leg-focused blast. That variety prevented the monotony that often makes people quit. The resistance bands, while not as heavy as a traditional stack, are quiet, no clanking metal, just a soft stretch that's perfect for apartment living. The B1 Towel.